Hello YouTube! In today's video I will be reviewing a Trio slash Kenwood model from 1962, and it is the most interesting and most characteristic Trio production model, KW-70. It was from the early of 1960s and had a typically, which you can see, 50s decor, typical for those years. He stood out among the most of the equipment produced in those years with a precedented vintage look, which he maintained in the pastel colors. The KW-70 electronics is very extensive and nothing can be accused of it. At the input of the FM tuner there is the head with two triodes 6AQ8/ACC85, which provides 3-point tune. One of the ACC85 section works, which I hope I remember, in ARCZ automation system. After the head, the intermediate frequency block is based on 4 lamps and end lamps with a demodulation on a vacuum diode lamp, whatever you can call that, 6AL5/EAA91. Behind the tuner is the MPX set-top box with the 7237 and 6AQA/ACC85 lamps, which delivers the stereo signal with high separation. This model, as you can see, it was the global model. So he has an extended VHF range from 80 up to 108 MHz, in addition to the FM range and AM range. This receiver, which is fine and actually quite awesome, is allowed to reception of medium waves, 535 up to 1605 kHz. The complement, in my opinion, for this tuner is that he has two magic eyes, EM84 lamps, which are based here. One is for the tuning beam and one is for the stereo indication. So, one indicates the level of the receiving tuning beam signal, while the other is for the MPX signal stereo indicator, as I said before. Using the lamp as the indicator of the MPX signal was rarely practicated solution because it was kind of, let's say, not so cheap. Kenwood only make it in this one model. Only in this one model. There was a few variations of this model, but only in this one. Going later on, the preamplifiers for the signal from Mac/Extal turntables and also for the tape HD recording head are based on 12AX7/ACC83 lamps. I hope I don't screw this one up. After them, the next equipment in those days, the next fancy equipment with this model was the rumble filter. Of course, we have standard loudness, noise filter, and also FM AFC. which was, let's say, very fine for it. It has also a really nice addition, which can, when you use a stereophone, so if you use your headphones, you can turn off the speakers, which was fine. Now, nowadays it's pretty much everywhere, but I hope. But in 1962, it was a really nice touch for this model. So when I was talking about this, so let's say this receiver, mine of course, has all knobs, and also all of its condition is, as you can see, and I will in a moment turn around, but here I have a nice, hopefully enough loud voice. Anyway, coming back. The control lamps are 6A and 8. I hope I don't screw up this detail. And the final ones are typical 7189/EL4084/6P14P. The final amplifier was a typical push and pull with adjustable width. Kenwood, in all those amplifiers from that era, Kenwood did not use any equipment to regulate bias, because it has adjustable bias, and all of end tubes get the same voltage because of that, which was on the first grid 14.8 V. The power supply is of course based on a proven voltage doubler solution, so double times voltage damper. Kenwood used the solution in this model in actually any other model with the end lamps of 7189, so 7189, and the correction preamble was also a standard design. The producent gave the power of this receiver on the paper 32.5 V W, sorry, and the music continuous power was 25 per channel. The resistance of the columns is actually pretty nice. Let's say, okay, I won't sit now, I will show it to you, because it's actually pretty damn fine, because you can actually choose the range of the ohms, you can actually choose, which was not very often. That was my niece. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can choose from 4 ohms up to 16 ohms, of course, with 8 ohms. It was actually in Europe, or let's say mostly in United States, was the standard thing, but in Japanese amplifiers it was a rare option. So because of my niece I was sitting, but let's check what it has. Of course, tape on, tape off. This model is actually in a mint condition, except of the scale. Every knobs here is original. Also, almost all the thing inside, let's say lamps or tubes, is original. I will tell about it a bit later. So we have really fancy power on-off switch, blend control between a mono something between and also stereo blend. Very fancy thing. Tuning beam. Of course, the rumble, loudness, FM, and also noise. Volume control, of course. Really heavy one, nice. Bass, treble, and balance. Of course, separated for both channels, but I have only one hand here, so I won't change that. Selector from AM, FM stereo, phono, tape, and auxiliary, so aux. Modes of play: left, right, stereo, on or reverse. Let's go behind. Yeah, of course I had an original instruction and diagrams from 1962. I will show it to you at the end. In the next video we will go inside of this machine, as well as we will play perhaps some music from the turntable or the tape recorder. Okay, going behind again. Oh, don't mind my connections. Okay, we have tape HD. We have Mac and Xtal phono connectors. AUX, so CD, TV, auxiliary, anyway, PC. Rec and play connector for the tape recorder. Okay, so it's quite rich. Yeah, here's for dimensions. We have, of course, cables, a really fine separator for the selector for the ohms. Phase, speaker phase, which is fine. Here we have inside, of course, the switch for 110 up to, of course, 117 volts and 220, 230. So very nice thing, because you don't need a separate block, separate transformer for that thing. Of course, we have ham balance. Also, we have fuse. I can actually untie this fuse. Up, and let's check out it. Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's two-way fuse, so it's kind of strong actually. Yep. Yeah, just. And I cannot untie this. Yeah, it's fine. Now it's working. We can see the very nice bulbs. Okay, we have for the antenna, external antenna, also grind. I use it for lithium phono, whatever. And very nice output for external things like, I don't know, clock or clock. And of course the power connector, which is actually the original one. Okay, so that will be almost all for this part of the review. Let's check out the diagrams. So very boring, or maybe not, thing for the end of this review. Sorry. So let's check how it looks. How it looked like. Okay. So we have all the original instruction about how to proceed, how to control function, what is the control. For example, yes, power control. You need to switch it for turning this machine on. Okay, we have like a better interconnection diagram. Let me show you this, because it's quite fine. Yeah. So, as I said before, standard things. So, going a bit on, because this video is again sadly 15 minutes long now. We have specification. Yeah, it has 23 tubes, a lot of tubes, especially for that era. Yes, thinking about tune control and stuff. I will post the description to the radio museum or stuff like that, where you can find the printouts. And of course we have a full bloody schematic, and I assume you won't be able to see a lot of this, but also I will post this in the description, because you are able to find a clean PDF version of high definition schemes for this device. So the last, and I guess a very last thing about this model is that my model has some tubes replaced. So it has, of course, this mild looking condition and minimal traces of use, but except that the original knobs and screws and lamps in a radio track and preamplifier with a magical eyes are from Japanese production with excellent emissions, but the control lamps in my model was replaced with the military version of John, so Jan, from Philips, 6A and 8, and the power lamps are the Soviets 6P 14P, so are the perfect and streaming Soviets one. And for the last and the actually last thing, I want to say that this is a really great receiver, very rare in this condition, and I really love it. So, I hope guys you would enjoy this video. It will be different than the previous ones. I don't drink coffee or beer today, so yeah, it's different. So guys, see you in another part where we will turn this thing apart, and also check out some music. So see you guys, and thank you. Bye bye.